When Stardust Racers opened in 2025, many people wondered, will it be better than VelociCoaster, which is often considered the best roller coaster at Universal Orlando Resort? Hey everyone, it's Christian with Vertigo Views, and I'm a theme park enthusiast and travel agent with over 25 years of experience researching, visiting, and working in theme parks, specializing in Universal, Disney, and cruise vacations. With my honest advice, personal touch, and deep expertise, I want you to have an unforgettable, stress-free experience every time you travel. I've ridden more than 200 roller coasters and am a Universal Orlando Annual Passholder, so I definitely know these two roller coasters well and how they compare to each other. Watch this video to feel more confident in planning your stress-free Universal Orlando vacation and figuring out if VelociCoaster and Stardust Racers are the right rides for you. Want to have an amazing Universal Orlando vacation? Work with me as your travel advisor and Universal specialist. With the help of my host agency, Wish Draws Travel, I'll help plan your next epic, stress-free Universal Orlando adventure. Whether you're a family with kids, a solo traveler, or a member of the LGBTQ+ community. Get started with a free quote now by clicking the link in the description. Intensity. Both of these roller coasters are very intense, some of the most intense rides and thrill-packed coasters at Universal Orlando Resort. If you don't enjoy rides with fast launches, towering heights, and elements that toss you out of your seat, these probably aren't for you. Both rides use lap bar restraints only, no over-the-shoulder harnesses, and they still go upside down. That adds to the thrill and for some, the anxiety, since there's nothing over your shoulders holding you in place. Each coaster features intense launches and inversions. VelociCoaster has more inversions than Stardust Racers, and they're pretty aggressive. Many of them eject you from your seat mid-inversion, so yes, you're upside down with your butt not in the seat. It's not for the faint of heart. The Mosasaurus roll on VelociCoaster in particular is wild. You're flying over water, upside down, getting ejected from your seat. It's intense and a little scary in a good way. VelociCoaster has airtime, but most of it comes during those inversions. Stardust Racers, on the other hand, only has one inversion, the Celestial Spin. It's an awesome standout moment where both trains crisscross each other, going over and under while upside down. The rest of Stardust Racers is packed with airtime hills that throw you out of your seat, and I do mean throw. If you hate that out-of-control floating feeling, you won't like Stardust Racers. Honestly, it might have the most airtime of any coaster at Universal Orlando Resort, and maybe even in Orlando, period. And that first launch on Stardust Racers, I won't spoil it, but the launch sequence is like nothing else I've experienced on the 200+ coasters I've ridden. It absolutely took my breath away the first time. Stardust Racers is also the longest roller coaster at Universal Orlando, at 5,000 feet long on each track. So if you don't want to experience intensity for long periods of time, it's probably better to watch instead of ride. These coasters are some of the biggest and fastest at Universal Orlando. You'll also recognize these two roller coasters on lists of some of the tallest and fastest coasters in both Orlando and Florida. Comfort and smoothness. Both rides are very smooth. VelociCoaster is a bit older, having opened in 2021, so there's a slight rattle here and there, but nothing uncomfortable. Stardust Racers just opened in 2025, so it's brand new and rides like glass. Time will tell how both age, but right now, they're both a smooth and enjoyable ride, especially with those lap bar only restraints. That said, I personally find VelociCoaster's seats to be a little more comfortable. Stardust Racer's lap bar hits my legs in a weird way during the airtime moments. It's not painful, but it's noticeable. Still, not a deal breaker. I'll happily ride it again and again. I just think VelociCoaster seats are a bit more comfortable for me. Wait times and Express Pass. This is where ride capacity and queue efficiency truly come into play. VelociCoaster typically has longer wait times because it can't run as many trains. It's a single track coaster, unlike Stardust Racers, which runs two dueling trains at once. That means Stardust Racers has double the capacity, which really helps keep the line moving and the line shorter. Right now, VelociCoaster usually has the longer waits, typically in the 60 to 90 minute range. Stardust Racers, even though it's newer, tends to have shorter lines, often under an hour, thanks to that dual track design. Both rides do offer Express Pass access, so if you want to minimize wait time, you can buy Express Pass or stay at a Universal hotel that includes Unlimited Express. Theming and storytelling. VelociCoaster wins here, no question. It's themed to Jurassic World, and the queue features real animatronic velociraptors, plus immersive storytelling that makes it feel like you're entering the raptor paddock with jungle-like vegetation and environmental theming that pulls you in from start to finish. Stardust Racers, on the other hand, is much more minimal when it comes to theming. The concept is that you're in a futuristic subway station catching a ride through the stars on comets. But aside from the queue in the station, there's not a whole lot of story or set dressing on the actual ride track. The station has a New York City subway vibe with a galactic twist, and it does look cool, but it's not as detailed or immersive as VelociCoaster. That's probably because VelociCoaster benefits from having a major IP attached, while Stardust Racers doesn't. That said, there is a fun little Easter egg nod to Back to the Future on the back of the Stardust Racer trains, which made me smile. The trains also feature onboard audio with a great soundtrack that changes depending on whether you ride during the day or night, which VelociCoaster does not have. The dueling aspect on Stardust Racers truly is a work of art in its own right. The way these two tracks weave around each other is beautiful to see both on-ride and off. You can tell a lot of time went into making this ride a unique dueling coaster experience. So, which ride is better? At the end of the day, it comes down to personal preference. But for me, VelociCoaster still edges out Stardust Racers just barely. The theming, more comfortable seats, and those absolutely bonkers inversions give it the slight advantage. But if you're here for airtime, a smoother ride with onboard audio, and dueling roller coaster elements, then Stardust Racers might be your favorite. Stardust Racers is probably my second favorite ride at Universal Orlando Resort. If someone told me they liked it more than VelociCoaster, I'd totally get it. It's an incredible coaster and a must-ride every time you visit Epic Universe. Wondering how VelociCoaster compares to the incredible Hulk coaster? Watch my video comparing Hulk versus VelociCoaster. Book a trip to decide for yourself. Want to settle this debate? I can help you plan the perfect Universal Orlando trip, including tickets, hotels, express pass options, and personalized tips and park strategies for tackling both of these epic coasters. Get started with a free quote and let me help you plan a stress-free, epic vacation. Until next time, stay safe and have an epic day.